Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're jumping into something that, well, it trips up a lot of English learners, even experienced ones. Phrasal verbs,
Mm-hmm. They have a reputation, don't they?
they really do, often seen as, notoriously tricky. So, our mission in this deep dive is to really dig into some great sources, mastering phrasal verbs, an easy guide, and also a podcast script focused just on learning them.
Yeah, and pull out the best strategies for you.
Exactly, to give you that strategic edge.
Right. Because it often feels overwhelming, doesn't it? All
No.
those verbs. But it really doesn't have to be.
Okay.
We want this deep dive to, simplify things, give you a clear path, something really actionable for understanding them, using them, and actually remembering them.
Making it effective, but also enjoyable.
Hopefully. Yeah. And efficient, too. That's the goal.
All right, so let's get right into it. The big question first. What exactly is a phrasal verb? I mean, beyond the textbook definition, what makes them?
That's a perfect place to start because the confusion often starts right there.
Our source puts it quite simply. It's a verb with one or two small words after it,
Okay,
like wake up or look after. Simple examples. But the key thing, and this is interesting, is that it's not just the verb plus a random preposition. It's more like,
like a single unit.
exactly, like a little phrase that creates its own special meaning, a new meaning, often.
Okay, so taking your example, wake up isn't just about the direction up. It specifically means to stop sleeping. That change in meaning is crucial, isn't it?
That's precisely it. These little words up, out, after, down, they're called particles, and they often change the verb's core meaning completely. Sometimes it's guessable, sure,
Right.
but as the source says, often it's not. And that's the sticking point. That's why many learners feel confused. It becomes idiomatic.
So it's less about the individual words and more about this new combined meaning. You've got it. It's grasping that new concept they formed together. But, while that sounds challenging, here's the really good news. Our sources highlight straight away.
Okay, I think we need some good news about now.
Right. It's this. You don't need to learn them all at once. Phew!
Oh, thank goodness. Because looking at a list, it's just, yeah, overwhelming.
Totally. So the idea isn't to memorize hundreds right off the bat. That's not how language learning really works best anyway, for deep understanding.
So if we're not aiming for like total coverage immediately, what's the smart way to begin? What's the strategic starting point?
The sources are really clear on this. The advice is start with common ones.
Makes sense. Focus on the ones you'll actually hear and use.
Exactly. High-frequency ones. Get those down first. Don't try to swallow the dictionary whole.
Yeah.
And this leads directly into the really practical stuff, the actionable advice. Tip number 1, use them in simple sentences.
Yep.
So the guide gives examples like, I wake up at 7 o'clock. Straightforward. Or, I look after my little sister.
And it clarifies that means I take care of her.
Yes, making that meaning explicit in context is so important. It helps you build that connection in your brain, linking the phrase to a real situation.
That makes perfect sense, learning it in use. And building on that, another tip was write new phrasal verbs in a notebook.
Mm-hmm.
And then this seems key, make your own sentences with them. That act of creating your own examples must really help it stick.
Absolutely. It's that active processing. And maybe the most vital piece of advice ties into that. It's simply use them when you speak English.
Ah, the practice element.
Yes, the source literally says practice is the key. It's not just about knowing them. It's about activating them, making them part of your spoken English.
So talking to yourself counts. Or finding a language partner.
Definitely. Talk to yourself. Talk to a friend. Narrate what you're doing. Just get them out of your mouth. That active recall is what builds fluency.
Okay, and I like this next bit of advice because it counters the idea that learning grammar has to be, well, dull. It suggests you can learn with songs, stories, or short videos. Make it fun.
Exactly. Leverage things you enjoy anyway. It taps into how we naturally pick up language through context, through immersion. It makes the whole process less like work and more engaging. Sometimes you learn without even realizing you're studying.
So let's try and pull this all together for everyone listening. What our deep dive really shows is that, yes, phrasal verbs can be tricky, no doubt,
Mm-hmm.
but they're absolutely manageable if you approach them strategically. Don't get swamped by the sheer number.
That's the main thing. Avoid the overwhelm.
Yeah. The core advice seems to be pick 5 or 10, start small,
Right.
and then use them in your daily life. Make them real. Be consistent.
Build from there. Small steps consistently taken. And maybe that leads to a final thought to leave you with. It's kind of
Yeah.
fascinating to consider, isn't it? How can taking these small, consistent steps with something specific like phrasal verbs, How can that actually shift your whole feeling about communicating naturally in English? It's about realizing that consistent effort, even if it just feels like listening to something like this or practicing a few words here and there, can genuinely unlock a new level of fluency. It builds confidence.
Well, wins add up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It shows that effective learning doesn't always have to feel like a huge struggle. It can be enjoyable, strategic. So the message is really keep going, keep smiling, and definitely keep speaking.